Hi guys, Teresa Gray here. It has been a very long time. My friends, those of you who do not know me, my name is Teresa Gray. I am the founder of Gift of Parenthood. The last time I was on camera here on YouTube was years ago. And let me tell you, it's been an incredible journey. Literally for years now, I've been helping thousands of families that are battling infertility and those that are going through an emotional roller coaster. And let me tell you, I have my notes here that I want to talk to you guys about. Something bigger than myself. Because every family has a story. And it's our mission to make their stories end with hope and possibility. Every month, who are on the edge of giving up, overwhelmed by the cost of fertility treatments, adoption fees, or just on medical expenses for their children. But the Gift of Parent community changes lives. That is what we do. In fact, let me tell you, this family that just came across my desk this morning, it's really hard for me. It's hard for me to read these stories. But this is what we do. This is how we help. This is how we help families move forward. This is how we create miracles and try to provide as much hope as possible. This is from a family friend that wrote in from our Gift of Parenthood fundraising platform. Dear family and friends, my son Ryan and his wife Katie are in need of a surrogate to help them start a family. My dog is chewing on a bone. Never chews on a bone. He's gonna chew on a bone. Alright, let's get on a more serious note. It's all kind of joke around and laugh, but hello, Ryan and I met 6 years ago. Wait, I want to tell you about the friend who wrote in. Her name is Janet. My son Ryan and his wife Katie are in need of a surrogate to help them start a family. This has been a very emotional journey for us all, but especially for them. Please see their story below. Many thanks for the form of support you can offer to bring their baby into the world. With sincere gratitude. Ryan and I met 6 years ago in May of 2018 in Aruba. I was on a bachelorette trip and Ryan was on a work trip for team building. We met on a ATV tour and it turned out we were staying at the same resort. By the end of the trip, we realized that we wanted to get to know each other even more. Ryan and I was living in Charlotte. Post Aruba, we started texting each other occasionally. Then quickly it became and before you knew it, we were FaceTiming each other just about every day. Finally in July, Ryan flew out to Charlotte for a weekend trip. That weekend went so well that he flew back the next weekend for my birthday. From there, I knew I had something special. We did long distance for a few months, which felt like forever. Of course it does. Everything was going exceptionally well, except for the distance. In September 2018, I was feeling sick often. So my best friend dragged me to the emergency room. The next day, I was sent to a specialist and I was diagnosed with ovarian and pancreatic cancer. The diagnosis did not look good. Now I had to break this news to my new boyfriend, whom I've known for 5 months. He told me I was crazy to think he wouldn't want to be a part of my life because of this. Ryan relocated to Charlotte as soon as possible to support me through all the surgeries and hospital visits. I am gonna just... They had to remove one ovary where the cancer was located and performed a Whipple surgery on my pancreas. Thankfully, the surgeries were a success, and I was able to keep one of my ovaries. In July 2020, Ryan proposed, and we were married October 2021. We had immediately tried to start a family and was trying for a baby. After months of no success, we went to see a fertility specialist. That is when it was revealed that the cancer had spread to my uterus, which no one expected, including my oncologist. Immediately, his recommendation was a full hysterectomy. We dreamt of being parents, so we sought out help to start IVF, embryo preservation. We are so grateful that we ended up with 6 strong embryos through this process. From there, we did a hormonal therapy treatment study trial to see if it could treat the cancer. In the meantime, we also went to MD Anderson in Houston for a second opinion. Ultimately, the hormone treatment was unsuccessful. The second opinion resulted in the same recommendation. The exact word from my oncologist was, "Katie, you can't be a mommy if you are not here. He is right. It still was the hardest thing to hear and accept. I wouldn't be able to carry my own children. Because this cancer was spreading, my oncologist urged us to have the surgery as soon as possible. The surgery was successfully performed in April 2023. Currently, I do not need any other treatments. I am cancer free. It still feels weird to say. I think all my cancer warriors out there can agree with me on that. Yes, we can. Now, once again, we are ready and excited to start growing our family. Throughout the years, cancer has taken so many parts of our life. Mental, physical, the daily roller coaster of emotions. The daily roller coaster of emotions takes me back to that I felt to fight through. But I would not let it take away my dream of being a mom. We still want to grow our family, but we must go the route of surrogacy. The estimated cost for our surrogacy agency will range from $130,000 to $160,000. This is heartbreaking. So let me tell you a little bit about how Gift of Parenthood was started. I went through infertility for over 15 years. If you haven't seen my video, please go to the first video I ever made here. And it'll talk about how I went through the infertility and I was diagnosed with endometriosis and so on and so forth. It's just a long story to tell. But you could see how much it takes when you find out that you're not able to have a baby of your own. So going through all the procedures that I did, I didn't have a penny to my name. My husband and I, which was my boyfriend at the time, we spent every single penny we had, and our first IVF treatment was $33,000. Guys, that only consisted of one round of IVF. And it took over a year of changing my lifestyle, changing the way I lived, changing what I did, how I behaved. I lost friends. I would say I lost family too. Because I kept it a secret. Oh my God. I did not want people to know that I was broken. I didn't want people to, I was ashamed because I was at age and I had been with someone for so long and everyone's asking me, when are you having your baby? So if you don't know my story, go to giftofparenthood.org because it'll talk about how my place burnt down, and at that single moment, to make this short, I got a phone call from the doctor telling me that my eggs are no longer viable. I was pregnant. I was expecting. Guys, I bought a baby bag, a diaper bag. Those of you out there know how it feels to buy your first diaper bag. You've been dreaming about it for years. I ordered that diaper bag. I thought about getting the crib, but all right, that's stepping in a little bit too ahead of time. But nonetheless, I remember that phone call so vividly when she said, Teresa, your eggs are no longer viable and you're going to have heavy bleeding in the next coming days. I couldn't even respond. I literally dropped the phone and I looked at my husband. He overheard the phone call. He had a shocked look to his face. Everything around me was dark, was burnt. I had nothing else left to my name. I ran downstairs to my garage. I sat in the car and I could not believe it was happening. Every single penny I had, everything I had, between myself and my husband, wasn't that much. But it was something. We put it all towards this treatment. It was gone. It was gone. Not only was it gone, The pain of it all. The pain of it all. Guys, it was so bad. The pain was so bad that I've never said this before. I've actually never admitted this. I've never talked about this. Even after the miscarriage, I did not have the heavy bleeding. In my mind, I thought the doctor was wrong. I thought if we continued treatment, that we could save it, that we could prove her wrong. My husband and I continued treatment for another month after. I went through depression, about a week in bed. I'm trying to make this long story short because this really, it's not about me right now. It's about thousands of individuals who are investing everything they have to have a family. This is my first video and I cannot believe I can't even get through this. Long story short, one girlfriend said, Teresa, put on that lipstick like you always do. You gotta get up. There's gotta be more. I'm just gonna tell you that I did. I got up. A week later, I walked into the doctor's office. I think the most hurtful thing of it all, oh God, is watching my husband beg the doctor to give us another try because we had no money. Begged, and I saw the tears in his eyes. What could she do for us? She offered a free retrieval, but without the transfer, and we still could not afford it. Long story short, back to this. So here we are, 130,000, 160,000. Therefore, with the amount of money it costs to have a surrogate carry our child, in addition to all the medical expenses we have incurred over the years, my mother-in-law has graciously put together this fundraiser to help ease some of the financial burden. We have been matched with an amazing surrogate, and we are so excited to go on this journey. We are extremely grateful for whatever you are able to contribute. Guys, go to giftofparenthood.org/fundraiser. Find this family. I will link the information below. I am so touched, guys. I'm always touched. This is what I've been doing for the past 7 years, maybe 8 years of my life. And I don't know what to say. Every month I meet so many people that are on edge and on the verge of giving up. And they're overwhelmed by the cost of infertility treatments, adoption fees, and the emotional strain they go through to try to have a family. And I know it comes so natural for so many people. So from now on, I will make this video. It might not be perfect, but whatever I need to do, I will do it to highlight these people's stories and to get your support. So I want to tell you, if you're with me in this, please subscribe, comment, give me your thoughts. I'll have more to come. I will share more stories because we are on a mission to provide hope and the possibility for those to have a family in which they deserve. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here today. There'll be a lot more. I will integrate a lot more things, a lot more partnership, guys. And please come on the journey with me. Tell me your story below. Tell me who you are, where you came from, how long has it been? I want to hear it all. Thank you guys again for watching it. God bless.